You almost got every single person you work with fired.
You gotta risk it to get the biscuit. And this biscuit was a 0 write-up.
Did we just become best friends?
Yup. When I graduated, I asked her, like, yo, where that video at?
And she left you on red.
Nah, she responded, but she didn't have it. At that point, I think she might have had kids.
Did you end up fucking her?
What the fuck? No. Yeah, I look like a little fucking Oompa Goomba or some shit.
Respond,
Oompa Goomba.
Yeah, she's a nice chick, you know? She had a connection.
Probably.
Oompa Goomba.
She was willing to? Well, maybe not. Maybe so. But what were you saying about that? Why did we get into that tangent?
I have no idea.
What were we saying about that?
We're 4 minutes into our
Fuck.
4th episode of the night.
No, we're not, because that wasn't.
Well, I know.
What were we
I
talking
was
about?
recording all of it, though.
Photos, jerking off,
And
Oh,
we're back
that's
to
from
Significant
sexual-
Brothers, the #1 podcast.
sexual
just-
deviancy.
Just boys being
boys.
being deviant.
Boys will be boys.
Boys being cancelable little.
Hey, whoever gives me a ride home, can we stop by Dairy Queen and get a vanilla ice cream cone with sprinkles?
When do you think you'll actually have a
So
car?
good. Let's see the market right now, right?
Oh,
let's
boy.
just
He's like -4 years, -5 years.
We'll send him to Volkswagen.
let's go. No, I'm not getting no fucking new car. What do I look like? I'm a hippie, you know. I'm all about a jalopy.
It's just called being poor, man.
No,
We need to get
I actually like old
We need
cars.
to get Abby and IV over
My
here.
dream car is a 1976 Corvette
You're
Stingray.
slumping.
No, I'm something because I've run out of top. Like I'm not bored or tired. I just genuinely can't think of a
The
topic.
fuck, Abby? What, you lost?
I was thinking.
you lost.
Yes, literally.
Look right here. Look. This is a nice little 1984 Porsche 944, fully working. Looks
Just
good.
talked about cars with expensive parts, and you bring up a Porsche.
Yeah, Porsche, $3,500. That's possible for me,
If anything breaks, you will.
China, motherfucker. You think I'm buying anything from Porsche for a fucking car from the 80s?
Well,
But
so we were
look at
talking
these glasses.
about new cars, right? My wife got a new car,
Which I would
And
never.
the guy went on. Thanks. The guy went on a rant about vaccines and stuff.
You know how fly people would think I am with a Porsche? No matter what Porsche it is, they're
You know
gonna
how many girls would be jerking off to deepfakes of him?
bro.
Of the car.
They're gonna be squirting. They're gonna be squirting on my car as I drive by.
Use it as, you can use it
Make
as
sure the
fuel.
windshield wipers are
Yeah,
good.
yeah, bro. That's all I
Do
need.
you think the windshield wipers are extra good on like the nicer cars? Like a G-Wagon has the strongest windshield wipers because girls are blasting off.
So are you saying that's solely? Oh, I don't think anybody's blasting to Volkswagen, even though they do own a lot of companies.
No.
Ferrari, right?
the
Don't they own Ferrari?
The G-Wagon is Mercedes.
Oh, fuck yeah! But you'll be drowning knee deep in the car.
That's the one that's like a big box, right?
Yeah. But apparently a lot of people do it, use it because
Tax reasons.
because it's heavy enough to fall under like a what is that? Like almost like a commercial
industrial-
vehicle. Yeah,
commercial
like a
vehicle.
pickup truck weight.
This man knows his tax laws.
Yeah, I just need to be able to implement them.
Who does your taxes, Jack?
Scotty?
My uncle's like wife.
Do you pay her to do it?
No.
Okay, good, because you're getting ripped off if you are. Who does your taxes?
TurboTax for free?
Yeah. Okay. Good.
Fuck that.
The people who pay are ridiculous.
Bro, you gotta be clearing at least $250,000.
If I gave you my taxes, would you be able to do them?
Easy. 2 seconds.
Oh, I have a question, Abby.
I'd have to know exactly how much you make. though,
Okay,
you know that, right?
I have a question because
We'd have to break that line
$5.
of friendship.
this is a good question.
yes. Talking to the mic.
Okay, so you might have to cut this out for IRS purposes in the future, correct?
Oh boy.
Say I have
But-
not been filing my taxes for the last 25
no.
years.
I'm up to date. I filed it last year, but from February to about last month, my job for some reason did not change my address.
Okay.
So I've been paying New York taxes this entire time versus New Jersey taxes, right? So what do I do in that sense?
Doesn't it also have to do
Like, wouldn't I be paying taxes to New Jersey?
Well, you
if
still
they
have to
knew I
pay
was from
taxes.
New Jersey.
You
Because
still have
you
to pay
work in New
taxes
York.
in New York.
you know
yeah.
that, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So you don't
You
think
thought
it
there
makes
was
a
an
difference?
additional tax
I
because
thought-
of where you were living?
Guaranteed.
It did?
Yeah, I got way more money when I was living in New York.
You got way more money.
Yeah, back.
Oh, so you're saying New Jersey claws back?
What I'm saying is
know if
New
that's
York
true.
gonna get? What address should I put? Should I put my current address?
I don't think it has to do with where you work. It has to. It has to do with
Okay.
where you work, not where you live.
Right, because if you work in like Pennsylvania, if I were to teach in Pennsylvania,
I mean, it's both, right? Like
Yeah.
you incur state income tax from where you live. What I'm trying to say is,
Well, my mom. When
doesn't matter
when
where
my
my
mom worked
job
in the city,
thinks
she
I work.
paid New York and New Jersey
No,
taxes.
I think it does matter.
Where my job thinks I live.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Hold on.
So I've been
I'm trying
paying.
to rethink of this.
So I've been paying New York resident tax.
You would just get it back, though.
I get that back, and then I would owe New Jersey, and I pay the difference.
difference, yeah.
Okay, cool. I've been worried about that. I got to
But you
file
already
taxes
filed
ASAP.
2 state income taxes.
I do.
So then it'll be all figured out.
All
when
right,
you
all
put
right,
it on
cool.
into the software with
All
your
right.
W2.
I was worried. You could leave that in now. I was like, I'm about to say I still live in New York, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But my bank thinks I live in New Jersey, which I do. So there's a whole fuck up.
What does your bank have to do with this?
I don't know. I don't know.
I like them.
What kind
feel
of
like-
bank do you have?
Wells Fargo.
You're weird.
Yeah, that's what my school NJIT. That was like their, sponsor.
And you
Wells
are?
Fargo.
I'm Wells Fargo too.
Really?
I switched over
You
to
have
Wells.
something on your lip.
I switched over there in college because TD like fucked me over hard.
Okay, because I'm TD.
I want to go
I
to
hated
TD.
TD.
I want to go to TD because I want to do all of my stock options through TD Ameritrade, and I just feel like it would be an easier
Oh, okay.
keep it in the ecosystem.
Which is weird. Why don't you do it on like Robinhood or something like that? You're a retail trader, as they call you.
Oh, yeah, because my numbers aren't high enough, right?
Right.
But I feel like if you're going to do day trading, for example, you do need that amount of transactions a day through TD Ameritrade.
But they charge you on each transaction fee.
Ameritrade does, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Not. I guess so. Yeah. Maybe Robinhood is better. So long-term options would be better through what?
I mean, I have my.
Wouldn't it be more
long-term-
secure through a
You
TD
gotta stop saying
Ameritrade?
options. That's not stock options. Is not that.
I'm just saying.
They're 2 different things.
Okay, if I have stock,
Yes, equity in a company.
what's safer? I'm just asking, what's a safer place to keep it? TD Ameritrade, I'd imagine, right?
They're
Not
all
Robinhood.
FDIC insured.
Oh, okay. So it's just,
Up to a certain dollar amount. If they're not, then no bueno. I think
go.
there was an app that I used to invest with called Stash, and Stash was not FDIC
yeah, I heard about
insured, and
that.
I took my money out.
there was Acorns. I liked Acorns.
Acorns is FDIC insured.
I might have to do Acorns.
That's what I do.
just so I can
I do
save
both.
money here and
But
there.
Acorns you can't select.
That shit pisses me off though. Yeah, you could just do the aggressiveness of it,
It's
right?
it only lets you like small, medium, and large.
Yeah, the
literally.
aggressiveness,
Yes, right.
How much risk you're willing to
Which
take.
this is why I liked Stash, because Stash you could choose the indexes and stuff like
but you
that.
weren't insured for shit.
But you weren't insured.
Yeah.
Where Robinhood you are insured and you can choose individualized and you can choose.
Yeah, see, guys, we're educating you two boys. Okay.
What do you think stock options are, by the way?
Stock options is something you receive from your job, from your employer.
But what do you think it actually is?
I don't fucking know. I don't know the options of the stock.
I think we could learn. We're teaching people in season 6.
I don't know.
What do you think stock options are? Any idea? So
Yeah,
it's,
I would have gotten stock options from Amazon had I stayed there for 2
Really?
years. Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
They would have
So
given me 2 stock.
every year they have an option date for those who are stock option eligible, right? And they award them a number of stock option awards. So say 1,500 or
Instead of a bonus,
2,000 or
typically?
5,000. No, in top of a bonus. Yeah.
Must be nice.
So when you reach,
Must
when you reach a certain level, rich get richer, right?
Yeah.
And what it does is they have a vesting period, but they lock you into a price on that award date. So say they lock you into Amazon stock in October, right? When they do their award season, and it's $89 a share. It takes about 5 years to vest. Different companies have different vesting periods, I believe. That's your price forever on your ownership over those shares. So in 5 years, if the shares of Amazon are $4,000, you get to buy those $4,000 shares
At the price.
at $89, and then
Fire.
you just trade in the difference.
That's a good deal.
Yeah,
I like that. You get that? I feel like you would.
I do not.
You chose not to?
No, I'm not high enough. The next level. My next promotion, I will be option.
Oh, so it's sometimes something that's only
So like at
accessible
my
to the-
former company, right? They cashed in
the one on your
because you're
hat?
kind of rooting for your stock to do bad when it's the award date because you're getting it at a lower share price.
From that
so
point
if it
on,
rebounds in a month, you've already made
chilling.
money. So they almost got delisted off the New York Stock Exchange.
Jesus Christ.
So the shares went down to like $1.50, and they all
Talking about the one on your.
yeah, Cambrex Corporation. And they all optioned it. This is all like publicly, you can see all this stuff. So they all optioned in at a certain date. So $1.50 a share. And then 5 years, the company like recuperated and rebounded. And the shares went up to like $65, $70. So all of them made
So
the
how many stock
difference.
did they buy?
It's awarded to you by the company. So
Oh,
depending
they
on
give
the
you-
position, like certain positions give you 1,500 shares.
Yeah.
Right. Certain positions give you 10,000
Fuck.
shares.
Fuck.
Certain positions give you 20,000
Fuck.
shares.
So they're paying like $6,000.
like literally
and they're
when
getting-
I was at the company,
Fuck.
my controller cashed in an option
That's just
from like 5 years ago for like $1.2 million.
Damn.
fuck.
Rich get richer.
Wow.
And you're almost in a weird way benefited from
you have to
like
stay with
the
the
company
company.
doing shitty.
And you have to stay with the company.
That's the incentive.
Exactly.
They believe that you will
keeps
stay
you there.
aboard.
Not to
for
brag.
fucking 1.4.
Not to brag, but I got a 6% raise
Hey,
Last
that's
night?
good.
last year.
Oh, good,
Oh,
good.
when do your raises come into play? many minutes?
For the new school year. We're at 14 recording, so we would be
About
at 10 minutes of
9 minutes.
actual
Yeah.
we get the news of our like what our bonus or what our increase is going to be, our raise, and the end of like one school year, and then it starts for the new school year. And it's been anywhere between like 3 and 6% over the past 5 years.
So it's fairly standard in that range.
Yeah,
Who determines that?
like the owner of the school.
The owner.
Yeah.
He's a good owner this time.
And who determines your raises and bonuses? Is there a compensation committee?
I think it's either the vice president or the president.
Do they tell you why they've chose that determination for you? Like, do you get performance reviews? I don't know how your structure works.
I don't think so. I haven't gotten.
Do you get performance
I must
reviews?
be
I
A
get
plus.
10
So like every month?
I've thought about
I get-
recommending them.
observations a year, and then we get like an end of the year.
So your performance review is based on observation?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've thought about talking to the vice president about implementing a quarterly review or some shit just to catch up with every single employee, make sure that the supervisors are doing their job and have notes.
So
on
right
every
now your
employee.
direct manager does not tell you whether you're doing a good or bad thing?
Nope.
That's crazy.
Nope. I mean, I guess they tell me on the spot, like, yo, you fucked up, but I haven't fucked up. I don't fuck up.
No? You've
No.
never had a moment where they were like, tisk tisk, bad boy?
It'd
been
be
a
very
bad
simple
boy,
mistakes.
Leandro.
It'd be very simple mistakes. It'd be in an instance where I had never been instructed on what to do before. They left it in my hands.
What's
I
the worst you've
decided
ever
it-
messed up at work?
That's a great question.
So when I was still a tourist greeter, right? So this was maybe a year within me working there.
One came from Ethiopia.
So we're typically outside, right? And if it rains, we have to go inside. Very simple logic, right? Very simple logic.
Yep. I have no idea where this is
No,
going.
he just sat out in the rain all day, and they were like,
What the fuck, Leandro?
That's almost where it goes. So so boom. But if it's not an obvious like all day rainy day, if it's on and off or this, that, and the third, it's up to the discretion of the supervisors, right? So
Are you a supervisor?
no.
Oh, okay.
I'm a dispatcher. I'm management, but not a supervisor. Boom. The first day they tell us go inside. It's gonna rain, right? Okay, cool. We go inside. The next day they were totally focused on something else, right? In the morning they're supposed to give us our assignments, let us know when our breaks are, blah 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 blah, and it's typically hand filled in. Well, this time they gave it to us and it was like damn near empty, right? Completely haphazardly made, but we went on our way before we even noticed it. By the time we were already outside, we looked at the shit and we were like, oh fuck, this thing is trash. But the conditions of the weather were identical to the day before. So I said, instead of bothering these motherfuckers because they're busy, let's run it back, do the same shit we did yesterday, and we're chilling, right? The one mistake I made is that the public safety has to relieve us for our break. So they just went to the wrong person at the wrong time. It's honestly not that big of a deal because the distance between each cart is maybe from here to not even that store that we pick up our Red Bulls. And it's within Grand Central. You go from one end to the other. It's not that big of a deal. It's a small confusion. It can be easily relieved, right? But they blew it out of proportion. They were like, they acted like I spit in their face. Like I was a complete act of disobedience. Like they gave me a direct order and I went against it, even though they never told us anything. So it's up in the air. So at the end of the day,
I love how he does.
and and I was the union shop steward as well, I think, right?
You're in a union?
I was before I became management. So I was the union shop steward. I was also the union rep.
Humble brag.
I was also the union rep.
So you went to like union meetings?
I had them over the phone.
Yeah?
Yeah. So
This is like during COVID.
yeah, pretty much. So right before COVID, leading into COVID, until I got this new job,
it
and
'cause
then
you-
I gave up the position.
Okay.
But anyway,
What do you do? Yeah, keep going.
so at the end they wanted to write us up, right? And they gave us each a write up, and I was like,
So just for doing the same exact thing as the day before.
exactly. And I explained it to them that it wasn't like me being disrespectful. I just did not want to further burden them. We could run it back, and it's just back on schedule, right? So Abby's breaking his mic. So
Better than beating your meat.
to a computer generated image. So they wanted to give me a write up. I said, don't. Nobody signed this. We're not doing this. We're not taking this.
We're doing a walkout.
Acknowledge that you took it, but don't sign taking that write up. Don't. They were like, all right. Then we went upstairs. They threatened to fire us. I took full responsibility, so I would have taken the firing. And at the end of the day, they deemed it as not that serious, and it was an equal part mistake. They lit the fuse that resulted in my mistake. Had they been on their game, I would have been on my game, and we all made a mistake. We called it even a mano a mano.
You almost got every single person you work with fired.
You gotta risk it to get the biscuit. And this biscuit was a 0 write-up. Thank you very much. I have a clean slate, baby.